Hey guys, and welcome back to another week of Casual Chaos. This week I have a very exciting guest from the South, Salley Carson. Welcome to Casual Chaos.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
To be here. I'm good. How are you?
Fun press day?
Yeah, it's been a great day.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you really have been on so many different reality TV shows, going from The Bachelor to Bachelor in Paradise to Southern Hospitality and now Southern Charm. Did you always aspire to be on TV, or did these things kind of fall into your lap?
Yeah, I never imagined myself on TV, ever. They definitely fell into my lap, and it started with, a broken engagement, and then The Bachelor caught hold of my story and what happened, so they rushed the interview process, and I found myself on The Bachelor. Regretted it, left, found myself on Bachelor in Paradise, because they asked me to come back, and I was single, and I was like, why not?
Yeah.
And then toxic environment, so I removed myself from there too, and then Soho was just random because me and Joe Bradley met like super randomly at a bar. He was like, hey, you're cute. And I was like, thanks. And then I didn't even know he was on a TV show.
Yeah.
And I had just moved to Charleston. So I found myself on that. And then, Madison put me up for Southern Charm, and that's how I ended up here.
What is the span of all of this? How many years?
4 years.
From Bachelor to now?
I think so.
Wow.
Wait, no, I don't know. I have a really bad timeline.
But like that's
5 years maybe?
That's pretty quick though to be on all these shows. Like it kind of has been happening pretty rapidly.
Very fast.
Yeah.
And
that's probably a lot. Yeah, I'm like, whoa.
I feel like I've lived a lot of lives,
like,
and that's why I am
thinking
the way
of that many shows, I'm like, okay, it's probably over the span of maybe 10 years. I mean, that's crazy.
It's quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've gone through a lot.
Wow. So, I mean, your time on The Bachelor was short-lived because you weren't really necessarily maybe over your ex-fiance yet.
Exactly.
When you decided to go on The Bachelor, did you think it was more so for like hot girl revenge or
Absolutely.
to get over or to really find a life partner?
It was revenge.
Yeah.
1000%. And I think I didn't realize that until I got to the hotel, because they quarantine you for like 5 days in a hotel room with no phone, no Netflix. I remember I had to get one of the producers to go and get me a coloring book. I was literally losing my mind.
But you're also really sitting there in your thoughts then.
Yes.
So you're probably just thinking and thinking and thinking.
Sobbing every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, what am I doing? So when I left, I actually ended up getting back together with my ex-fiance.
Okay.
And then he cheated on me again. And then I went on Paradise. I'm like, how do you learn your lesson?
You know, like
you cheat
a
on me, I'm going to go on reality TV.
A leopard doesn't change his spots.
Exactly.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. So, I mean, when your ex-fiance found out that you were on The Bachelor, what was his reaction to that?
He was pissed. Yeah. I mean, I think that he was also trying to like, not let things get out that he had done to me. And at first I protected his name. For a while I did. Like, I didn't admit to him cheating on me or anything like that. And everyone thought that, it was me that was interviewing for The Bachelor while I was engaged. And I was just like, whatever. And then I finally was just like, you know what? It's my story too. And I have the right to share it.
Yeah. So then you revealed who his name was.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Well, he's a surgeon that I used to work with at UVA. Yeah.
Okay.
I probably shouldn't say his name.
We don't need to say his name.
Yeah.
But you met him like totally outside of all of this.
Yes.
This was like in the work field that you obviously in your profession.
For 3 years, and nothing ever happened because I had a boyfriend back in Charlotte, North Carolina, and that will forever be the one that got away. And I ended up, like, we broke up because of long distance, and then me and him started going out, and he just really love bombed me. I mean, we were engaged in 6 months.
Wow.
Yeah. So it happened really fast and then ended quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you got out. They, I feel like men always try to change or say that they're going to be better. But when they do something like so horrible to you, that's like pretty unforgivable. I just feel like it's very unlikely that they are going to change their ways.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it was very traumatizing for me. I mean, I still don't think I'm like completely healed from it. I mean, I'm trying to do the work and like go to therapy and stuff. But I mean, when I was in that relationship, I was like a wife. I mean, I was
Was
not
he older
leaving.
than you?
He was 42 when I was with him. So, I mean, all I did was cook, clean, and work. Like, I didn't go out. I didn't really drink that much.
Yeah.
And then, that relationship just kind of traumatized me. And
And so you were probably so young. You're probably 25. Yeah. You were probably my age.
Yeah. And before him, I had a long relationship, which was 5 years. So I never really got the party girl out of me. So I feel like that happened. I was traumatized.
You were a relationship person.
Yes. But now I'm just like having fun.
As you should.
Yeah.
I mean, people say your 30s are your best years.
Oh, they're so much fun. You have your own money. You're not with, you're like, you're living.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is the Salley that we saw on The Bachelor different from the Salley we know now on Southern Charm?
Oh, God. I don't know. I mean, I feel like when I look back at the Bachelor clips, I'm like, oh my God, I miss her. I like look at her and I'm like, she's so sweet and like innocent and, and I still am sweet, I would say. But like, I do think like a part of me and a part of that experience made me like grow to be a little bit more callous, and which I don't love that. Like I want to get back to like who I was before all of that happened. But I think it is a blessing in disguise too, because now I have a backbone too, and I don't let people walk all over me anymore. But yeah, I mean, in Southern Charm, I really just am not giving a about really anything. I'm just living my life and having fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think throughout every experience, each experience makes you who you are as a person and helps you grow. Obviously, when you were younger, you were probably a little bit more naive. You probably let some things slide. And then now as you're older, you really realize your self-worth and who you are as a person. Yeah. Obviously, when you were younger, engaged to this older man who clearly has already been through life, knows who he is as a person. Like, again, it took him to 42. He's not going to change his spots
Absolutely not.
So it's just, you were, infatuated, and that happens often to many girls. So I feel like that's like, such an inspiration to other girls out there who are in the workplace and, are infatuated with people who are older than them. And, it's inspiring to see them work, and they're just very,
for sure, that
whole thing.
Yeah. And I feel like I'm still picking the wrong men. I mean, I do feel like that relationship with an older man kind of, I don't want to say strip me down in my confidence, because like I am a confident person. Yeah. But I would love to find like, that self-respect and like self-love again that I had before him. Yeah. We're working on it though. We'll get there.
You're going to get there. Speaking of Southern Charm, you were kind of in your villain arc.
Yes.
According to the viewers.
Yes.
Do you feel like how you were portrayed on Southern Charm this season is how you thought you were going to be portrayed?
Part of me kind of felt like I would be portrayed in like a little bit of a villain era, just because honestly I feel like I put my whole life out there, and I'm exactly who I am on camera and off camera, although like I don't ever know how they're going to edit it, Yeah.
But as the season was going on, you kind of had a feeling like, okay, I'm probably going to be the villain.
Yeah, as the season was going on, I was like, damn, they're doing me dirty, kind of. And I'm like, I shouldn't have given them all of that. But at the end of the day, I can't really complain, because like I gave them what I gave them, Yeah. And I was just being myself. But I do hate how some things are shown and how some things aren't shown, because the biggest gut punch to me is that I'm not a girl's girl. And it's like, that's hard, because something I take pride in is like being such a good girlfriend to my girls. And I think that the show doesn't show that, but I think that all the cast members would agree that I'm a really good friend. And so that was hard for me.
Yeah. Have you been experiencing a lot of hate for your actions because of the show?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, there's probably 95% in my DMs are like more like, do you, girl? Like,
okay, we're
loving the energy. Like, you'll find yourself one day. Just like make mistakes, kind of. And then there's, the other 5% that are just horrible. And there's a lot of, I think the biggest thing is like everyone calling me a pick-me and not a girl's girl. And like that's like, everyone's like, Sally's such a pick-me. She's male-centered and like all of this
and we're
stuff.
going to get a little into that, because I think some of your castmates also kind of fueled that fire as well.
Yeah, which pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because they don't, I mean, and maybe they do, but like to my face, they tell me they don't feel that way. And I don't think they feel that way. And I'm like, if you felt that way, why are you hanging out with me like you're my best friend? Because outside of the cameras, like, we are all super close. Yeah. And I just didn't know it was all going on behind my back.
Are you watching the show back now that it's airing?
Yes.
So are you kind of reflecting and realizing, you know, maybe where you could have gone wrong or how you could have done things better?
I mean, for sure. Here's the thing, like, I don't regret anything I did. I mean, like, I definitely feel bad about some comments I made, especially when it comes to like Audrey and Austin, because she's a really sweet girl and I don't think she deserved that. But also, to like my defense, like, I'm in a kitchen with like my best girlfriend and two of my best gay friends.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, if he was single, I'd hook up with him. But I feel like that's normal, like, girl chat.
Yeah. You're being real. Like, do you also feel like a lot of your actions were justified or that a lot of your actions were justifiable, but like maybe they weren't portrayed in your best light?
Absolutely. Yeah, I do. So, yeah, I mean, I think the only difference is there's, like, a camera in my face, you know? And everything I say is going to go on there, good or bad, you know?
I know, unfortunately. That's how it works.
Yeah.
So, recently, we know that you're newly single and you've kind of been canoodling a little bit with Austin. Yes. Or do you feel bad that his ex is watching that?
Yeah, of course I feel bad. Like, I no one would ever want to see that back. I also think there's a side of it where it's kind of like, you know, she knew he was on reality TV.
Yeah.
And things can happen, and, you know, also the edit takes place in that. But I definitely think it's hard to watch it back, and I think especially for her.
It would be hard for anybody. I mean, especially when your partner is now in the public eye.
Yes.
And goes through this, but also the relationship is clearly ended. So.
And she didn't sign up. Like, she didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
She's just dating someone that did. But unfortunately, she like, gets in the crossfire.
Oh, that's sad.
I know. She's really sweet.
Yeah. I know. I feel like that's just hard, you know. It's especially when you have a partner who's in the public eye, you then have to kind of watch them move on.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's Austin. It
Exactly.
could be anybody who's in the public eye. You really do get a front row seat of what they're doing and how they're moving on, and it's definitely probably not easy.
Yeah, no, it's not. And I think it makes it 10 times harder to find a solid relationship once you're on reality TV. I mean, this has ruined a few for me.
Yeah.
I mean, even just in talking stages, they're like, I don't want anything to do with this. I'm like, well, this is my life.
A lot of people don't want to put their life out there.
Yeah. So it's hard.
Because even though you're the one in the front seat, they, you know, as you bring your person onto reality TV, they want to be invested in your relationship and talk about things. And sometimes, like, people just don't want that. They like their private life.
Yeah, and that's hard.
And that's also, you know, that's something that you have to respect.
Yeah,
it's
for
hard.
Sure. Yeah. So I think, I mean,
and it's hard when you're also on reality TV. You can't really hide your person. Like,
you can't.
Like, yeah.
And then if you do,
it's like not really an option.
She had a boyfriend the whole season and blah, blah, blah. And like, you know, it's just not good if your partner doesn't support it.
Like Housewives in New Jersey, I know this for a fact. Your husband had to be a participant in the show.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure it's kind of the same thing when it comes
1,000%.
to Southern Charm or other shows on Bravo if you have a significant other. But yeah, like husbands have to be involved. So it's really you, your partner, if you have a family, it's everyone signing up to be on this.
Exactly. Yeah. And but Madison makes it work beautifully. I mean, like, her and Brett have a beautiful family, and he doesn't film all the time, but like he does it enough to like show their family.
Yes.
And it's
comes
really
to
sweet.
group events and like maybe does some one-on-one scenes with her.
Exactly. He doesn't do the events.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not doing that. Like, respect.
What made you attracted to Austin on this trip? Was it because he was single and like you were like, I'm just gonna shoot my shot and go for it? What made you attracted to him?
So actually, I've always been attracted to Austin since I met him.
Yeah.
There was like an article last year about how like I even said I vibe with Austin way. Someone asked me like Craig or Austin, and I was like, I vibe with Austin so much better than I do with Craig.
Yeah, I think I actually saw that.
Yeah. And I'm like, it's his personality. I mean, And we both just love to yap too. So if either of us are going through something or we're mad at someone, we can talk on the phone for hours about it and just be like complaining and talking at each other. And it makes me feel better. And he's just very much like me. We love to go out. We love to have a fun time. And we don't really like to like argue, you know?
When you were kind of exploring your feelings with Austin, were there any lingering feelings still left with Craig?
No. I don't, it's really hard to watch that was hard to watch back because I'm like watching this. I was like, I did not feel that deeply for Craig.
And I'm being so honest with you as a viewer. It really did look like you were obsessed with him.
I know. And like, of course people are gonna be like, oh, she's lying, she's obsessed with him. But no, like I genuinely, the vibes, the sexual chemistry, that all of that, not there. Like none of that was there. And that, I mean, to me is important. And I don't know, we just didn't hit it off like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does definitely look like I'm obsessed with him. And I hate it.
So speaking of Craig, you're now trying to kind of get Charlie away from him. Do you think that's for selfish reasons, or are you really trying to help out your friend?
At this point, like I have zero feelings romantically for Craig. But I am trying to protect her because I'm watching her make the same mistake I did. Like
what do you think Craig's red flags are?
Just that he's a hothead.
Yeah.
Like he just, and he's a little bit manipulative. Like,
yeah.
I do feel like he took me and Charlie under his wings in the beginning of the summer to kind of like have us on his side throughout the season, if that makes sense. And he would be telling Charlie things behind my back that I didn't know about. And it just felt like he was like trying to pin you two against each other.
Yeah.
And anything I repeated to Charlie, like I heard straight from someone else's mouth. Like I wasn't making stuff up to like get her away from him.
Yeah.
But she also saw him scream at me like a few times. And I was just like, at this point, when she told me like not to say anything negative about him, I was just like, okay, do you? Like, I'm here if it falls apart.
As you're watching the season back, do you feel like maybe you should have stepped back and let them feel it out for themselves, or do you still firmly believe now that like your intentions were pure and you were trying to do the best thing that you could?
I think my intentions were pure. I don't think I would do anything differently because I mean what y'all haven't seen is, you know, they were going out all the time one-on-one and I was completely far away from it.
Yeah, obviously not like in there. You weren't sitting in the back corner of their date.
It used to be the three of us going to dinners and stuff because like I was in the dark, which I don't think anyone knows yet, but like I had no idea what was going on between Charlie and Craig. Like zero clue. I didn't even know that we had a group text. Like I had no idea that they were texting on the side because all of it was kept from me. So of course I would have like, if I knew that they had that intense of like feelings for each other, I would have like completely stepped back.
Yeah.
But I didn't know.
So like they
weren't being honest with me.
So you felt like at the same time though, as you guys were having this group text and stuff, is that the time when you were still kind of had feeling towards Craig? So you like, it was like a weird like thing where he had the both of you?
Yeah, it really was weird because I just had no idea that they were communicating solo or going out by themselves.
Yeah.
Like I felt like very blindsided by it because I would have done things differently had I known that.
Yeah.
It was just strange.
That is very strange.
Yeah. And like you started telling me everything about like any.
Well, because she was your best friend.
Yeah.
So is she still your best friend?
I mean, like Madison brings up, she's like, you use that term best friend, like you just fly it, like let it fly. And I'm like, you're right. I probably shouldn't use the term best friend because like when I think about my best friends, I have 6 solid girlfriends from college and like those are my freaking girls.
Yeah.
And nothing could ever touch what we have. So I maybe wouldn't say best friend.
So then now that her and Craig are obviously exploring each other, what advice would you give to girls out there where you're kind of we were in this weird triangle, which I'm sure happens more often than not.
Yeah.
When you have a guy friend and you two are close and something ends up happening with one of you with the guy.
Yeah.
But what advice would you give to girls that are kind of going through this when you're at the time she was, you know, you probably did consider her one of your close friends.
Yeah, of course.
But when your best friend then starts going after the guy.
I mean, honestly, the advice that I would go back and give myself is like communication is key. And we stopped communicating during that time because I think she felt a certain way about it.
She probably felt awkward too.
Because
she probably knew that you obviously had feelings for him.
Yeah.
But then again, girl code.
I know.
You know, not talking about being a girl's girl.
I know.
But then she went after Craig when you had obviously said that you had feelings for him.
Yeah. And I mean, like, personally, I would never do that.
Yeah.
With like a friend. But at the same time, she's in this new environment. She's filming for the first time.
Yeah.
You know, Craig was a comfortable person to like kind of rely on and get advice from at the time, we thought. So like I get it. Like he was like her safe place in the filming area, and I think that I got upset because like I brought her into the group and I wasn't that safe place for her.
And she should have felt comfortable with you.
Yeah. And it just like kind of sucked, but I think that y'all will see, I mean in upcoming episodes, y'all will definitely see some things shift.
Where does your friendship lie now with Craig?
After
I saw you make that funny voiceover the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, I mean, look, Craig, and he is one of my good friends. I would call him a good friend, but I think that we definitely have our issues. I feel like it's kind of like him and Austin. I mean, not that deep, but we're just kind of like, why would you do that? Why would you say that? But like, at the end of the day, we care about each other, and I know that I could call him if I needed him for something. But I do wish he would check in a little bit more, because I do feel like sometimes he's only a friend when filming or like the reunion comes back around. Yeah. And then he kind of pops up out of the blue and he's like texting and calling me and he's like, how are you? How's your mental state? Like, and all this stuff. And I'm like, you're just calling me because the reunion's next week. But that's the only thing that I would like love for him to do more of, is like to just check in and like be more of a friend. Yeah.
And you know, I feel like that's a tricky part with being on reality TV, because sometimes these people really are your close friends, and then some people kind of just get thrown into the mix of being on this show. Yeah. And it's, you know, I think everybody obviously has their friends outside of their castmates. Yeah. But it is nice when you do get to form that close relationship with your castmates and have that friendship. 1000%. Because it makes it a little more fun.
Yeah, it does. And I would say...
And it also makes it feel a little more real.
Oh my God. And we're all so close now.
Same. I feel like same with us on Next Gen. Yeah. We weren't season 1 because again, we were getting used to it. Yeah, exactly. It was season 1. Yeah. But it's crazy, like the transformation from season 1 to season 2.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. I feel like I could call any of them and say anything to them. But I do feel like Craig's a little bit more distant, but like he's always super busy. But yeah, I mean, I'm talking to Rodrigo and Austin and Vanita and Charlie every day and Madison. So yeah, it's fun.
What do you think about Austin and Craig's kind of toxic relationship?
I mean, they just literally can't quit each other. It's so funny to me because I'm like, it is very toxic, and there's like a weird feeling even when we're out, when we're not filming, like there's just tension and everyone can feel it. And especially when drinks are involved, then it just gets worse. And I just think that him and Austin, like I think all of us would hate to not have them as friends. Yeah.
What makes their relationship so toxic?
I don't know. I don't know if it's jealousy. I don't know what it is. But they just can't seem to get it together, or maybe they've just like grown apart. Yeah. But
it's kind of like forcing it to stay together in a way. Yeah. So they butt heads.
I mean, they love each other. Yeah. And you can tell that they love each other, but I don't know. I don't know what their issues are with each other.
Would you say in this situation, talking about their friendship, are you Team Austin or Team Craig?
I'm Team Austin. Always.
Where does your friendship with Vanita stand?
I think that one's hard for me. I care about that girl so much. I mean, truly, she became a really, really good friend of mine instantly. And I helped her through a breakup. She helped me through a breakup. And it was hard for me during the season for her to, like, put a curfew on me and, like, be like, you can't hang out with Craig and all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, she was trying to warn you about Craig when you clearly were trying to pursue him and maybe see if there was anything there.
Yeah.
Looking back on it now, like, do you feel like Venita was wrong and her intentions were wrong?
I think that she was right I think that she was right overall, but I think she went about it the wrong way. Like, I'm like, you don't tell your friend, like, hey, you can't be at this guy's house past midnight.
Yeah. So, like, did you feel like crazy. Maybe you were both in the wrong a little bit? Like, she was too assertive in some ways, but you should have maybe, like, heard her out a little better?
Yes, absolutely. And I think that y'all will see that, too. Like, we do have a breakthrough. Yeah. And, you know, then we have a little bit of issues coming into the reunion. But y'all are going to see us work it out. We have a big moment at the reunion, so.
How do you feel like you should handle dating someone your friend really hates?
You know, I don't know. I've done it so many times, I feel like. Like, you know, because I date all trash men. So all my friends are always like, Salley, what are you doing? But
do you think they kind of have to learn for themselves?
I personally have to learn for myself. And they usually always end up being right. So I probably should start to listen to my friends a little bit more. But, yeah, Salley does what Salley wants, and I need to learn my lesson sometimes.
Is it upsetting to look back and watch some of the things that Venita has said about you in her confessionals?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I called her immature one time in my confessionals, and she was like, would like not talk to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
so
girl,
like,
you've been roasting me all season.
Yeah. So thinking about that, I mean, I think there is a certain respect level, especially, you know, doing reality TV, getting closer with your castmates and really forming these friendships. Yeah. When you're in your confessionals, it's like really you're hurting your friend. Mm-hmm. If you're speaking poorly about your friend and you're saying things that you wouldn't say to her face, then you have to expect the other person to be upset with you.
Absolutely. And you know, she would always say, like, we're making a show.
Like, immature is not the worst thing in the world. I'm sure you would have said that to her face.
I would have said that to her face. But all these things that she's saying about me, and even Molly, I'm kind of like watching it back, and I will send them clips, and I'm like, do you really feel this way?
Yeah.
And they're like, no. Like, they were just asking me these questions, and I was like, don't say things you don't mean. And
I know. And also, it's like the whole, oh, I said this, but they cut out the second part of my sentence.
And then I'm like, y'all are telling me I'm not a girl's girl, but I don't see any of my green screens where I'm talking shit about my girls.
Yeah.
Y'all are. And that sucks. I'm like, it's hard to watch back.
Do you have any regrets this season?
No.
Do you still have those chickens?
Oh, wait. Maybe I do regret the chickens a little bit. I mean, I think that the chicken era was fun for a minute, but like, seriously, hilarious. It was chaos every single morning at my house. My wiener dogs are trying to kill my chickens. The chickens are scared.
Dogs don't like chickens.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I had this vision of like my chickens swimming in the pool, playing with my dogs, cuddling. No. They can't get wet when they're babies because they'll die. And then, I didn't know that. And then they don't cuddle dogs. The dogs want to murder chickens. So
yeah, they do.
Maybe I do regret the chickens, but no, I do not have my chickens anymore.
No, they're gone.
No, they are gone. My mama took them to the farm.
Oh.
Yeah. So they're living their best lives, except for Popcorn. Popcorn died.
Oh.
He got eaten by a snake. I know. The guy tried to cut the chicken out of the snake, but he didn't survive.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's
it. Yeah.
You tried.
Popcorn was the worst one.
Oh.
It was the one Craig picked out. And he named it, so Popcorn had to go.
At this very moment, are you dating anyone?
I am not.
Single Salley.
Single Salley. It's dangerous.
You put a real big emphasis on how badly you want a family. Is that something you still truly want in the end?
Yes. I mean, I absolutely do. I think that there's definitely some things that I need to work on and change, especially being in reality TV has definitely made me, like, I don't know, a little bit more toxic. I don't really know. It's just changed me a little bit.
I think it's hard to like start navigating your feelings and really, you know, feel your emotions.
Yeah.
And it's hard to feel sometimes, I guess I want to say paranoia in a way. Like it's hard to really feel like, okay, that these people are not out to get you and that everything's genuine.
It's hard to know what's real and what's not real.
Yes.
And so sometimes I'm just like, people are like, how are you doing with all this? And I'm like, I'm fine. I'm ignoring it. And me ignoring it is going out and like drinking and having a fun time with my girlfriends and stuff like that.
I mean, at the same time though, you are single.
Yeah. But everyone on the cast is giving me a hard time for like going out all the time.
Which is very weird though, because I mean, you're 31. You're not an old lady.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be a hermit in your house.
Exactly.
And how else are you supposed to meet somebody?
Exactly.
Are you supposed to swipe on a dating app on your couch and they're magically just gonna poof into your living room?
And I don't have any. I'm not on the dating app.
So
You know, but I'm like, I'm maintaining a great career. I'm not doing anything that I regret when I'm going out drinking. And I'm not like going overboard and getting like blackout drunk.
Yeah.
Like I'm just going out for a glass of wine and dinner. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? Screw all you. I'm gonna keep doing me.
Listen, I think you could be doing way worse. Or
Yeah,
in a way,
for sure.
You know, a way worse situation. I think you're just
It'd
fine.
be different if I was like going and blacking out and like not waking up for surgery in the morning and getting, my work done. But
yeah. Do you see yourself settling down with somebody in Charleston?
That's a tough question. I don't know because the men that I have dated there have been not good. But I mean, I see potential in Austin. I really do. Like I adore him. But, maybe I should broaden my horizons and like go and like find someone somewhere else. That's what Madison's always like, you need to travel because your husband's not here.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
After such a tumultuous season, are you second guessing reality TV?
No, I'm not. I'm not second guessing it at all. I think it's good to go back and watch yourself because you can self-reflect.
100. I say that all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about reality TV is to really sit there and watch yourself back. And that's why I think it's so important to watch yourself back. Yeah. So are you ready to change people's minds?
Yeah, I hope so. I really am. Someone that should watch it back is Craig. He doesn't watch it at all. I'm like, maybe you should probably learn some stuff from yourself.
I mean, he obviously had a very public breakup as well with Paige. Did that put up any alarms to you or make you hesitant to pursue Craig?
No. I genuinely think Craig's a great guy. I just think he has some things to work on, and I know, for one, I know how much a breakup can change you and like also kind of damage you a little bit. So I definitely want to hold him accountable on some things, but at the same time, kind of understand if he's having like a hard time.
Yeah. I mean, you have such a successful career on top of reality TV, and you've been very open with how much money you're making. Why did you choose to do reality TV?
I'm one of those.
I also love it. I mean, you're just making more and more money, so it's like, why not?
Exactly. And I'm like someone that I'm like, it sounds stupid, but like you really only live once, so why say no to opportunities like that when they're never going to come around again? And it's such a unique thing to do, reality TV. I mean, like not everyone has that opportunity. So I'm like, why wouldn't I? There wasn't really a reason that I could think of why not, other than like the online hate, but that doesn't really bother me.
Is there a world in which you would stop your job and pursue influencing?
No. I love my job so much. I think it's something that keeps me very grounded and like even like and I'm trying to focus. I don't want to lose myself in like the reality TV and influencing stuff. So, and I think some of my doctors can tell when I'm anxious about the show. And it was really sweet. One of them the other day, he was like, I want you to come to clinic with me and meet some of the kids that you have like worked on the robot with. And I was like, that would be nice. He's like, I think it would be something that would keep you grounded in like reality. And I feel like if I lost that job or quit that job, I would kind of lose myself with it. And I don't want to do that.
I mean,
it's a big part of my life.
Sounds amazing, and sounds like you're really making a difference.
It
so.
is. I love it so
I
much.
mean, seeing those kids probably just made you so happy.
Yeah. I mean, it's not every day that you get to go and like enhance someone's life like through surgery. So it's great, and I work with the great people at Children's, so it's nice.
Well, Salley, you're amazing. Thank you so much for coming on Casual Chaos, and
Thank
this was
you
such
for
an
having
amazing
me.
episode.
This was fun.